Hello and welcome to Soda Review Channel, where today we will be drinking this highly anticipated Mountain Dew Baja Blast. It was probably highly anticipated by someone. It's a very popular drink. Taco Bell original, it says, which I find funny because I have always associated this drink with KFC. And the reason for that is that I have only ever consumed one food item from a Taco Bell, and it was a cinnamon crisp that they used to have. Not a whole bag of them, mind you. I had one. I might have had two or three of them. I didn't have the whole bag though. And this is because my family, for the most part, did not eat at Taco Bell, but we ate at KFC, and our KFC had Baja Blast, and I would drink it every time we went there because it's a tasty drink. And yeah, apparently the KFC has their own Mountain Dew now. Sweet Lightning. I'm not sure what flavor it is. I could check, but I didn't. Maybe I'll put it on the screen. Maybe I won't. But yeah, we've got this Baja Blast. Mountain Dew is an interesting drink in a way because all of the different colored rebrands are basically not even remotely the same thing. Why is this a Mountain Dew? I don't know. Um, it's it doesn't taste like normal Mountain Dew. It's not the same color as Mountain Dew. I don't know what makes this fundamentally a Mountain Dew. I just know that it is a Mountain Dew. What defines a Mountain Dew? Think about that. But yeah, what's in here? Carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, natural and artificial flavor, citric acid, sodium benzoate, caffeine, gum arabic, sodium citrate, calcium disodium eta, sucrose acetate, isobutyrate. Yellow 5, blue 1. Um, None of that really stands out as particularly interesting to me. I thought this had lime juice in it for some reason. I also didn't realize that this was lime flavored until an embarrassingly late time. Um, I have definitely been consuming this since before 2010 and didn't realize it was lime flavor until after 2020. I didn't used to pay that much attention to soda either, okay? I have a whole supervillain origin story that I will probably tell someday, but not today. Um, but right now, let's crack into this. Let's see what we're working with. It is a great color. It's this very a blue green color, for lack of a better description. Um, I could see the ocean being this color in like a certain sort of painting, or maybe a lake. It is tropical lime though, so the ocean makes more sense. But it is a lovely brew green. Yes, it's a lovely blue green color. Um, I was not making fun of the British there. That was an accident. Um, But it's a lovely blue-green color. It yeah, it's kind of a shame that a lot of fast food cups are opaque because this was introduced as a fast food exclusive drink and remained that way for quite a number of years. Um, Go check out the Baja Blast Zero Sugar video here if you want more of the details on that. And yeah, I just think that's a shame because it's such a nice color. How does it smell? So here's the thing. It has a smell. It's a good smell. Kind of reminds me of Blue Powerade. And that might be because I was already thinking about that, and it might not be. And the reason I was already thinking about that is because at that same KFC when I was a kid, it's been closed for many years now. They also had Blue Powerade, which at the time was branded Mountain Blast. I think current Blue Powerade is called Mountain Berry Blast. It doesn't really matter. It's Blue Powerade. Everybody knows it's blue. They can change the name. It's still blue. And they have changed the name, which is why it's easier to just call it blue. um, it does kind of smell like that though. So how does it taste? This is for most drinks the most important thing. How does it taste? How to describe the flavor of Baja Blast without just saying it tastes like Baja Blast? Hmm. Well, I can definitely tell when I'm looking for it that it is lime flavor. But I would say that the lime is subtle. It's not that limey. It is limey, but it's not the only taste in there. I'm not sure what the other bit is. I don't think it's really the taste of normal Mountain Dew, but it's not just lime. What is this? In some ways, it does kind of remind me of the Blue Powerade, just the very, very faintest amount, and that could be because I was just thinking about it. But also, I don't know what flavor Blue Powerade is supposed to be. Like, what does Mountain Berry Blast taste like? If it's still called that, they may have renamed it again. Um, but the lime is noticeable, and then there's something. I don't know, slightly blue flavor. Is blue a flavor? It's definitely a good drink, and I think a lot of you already knew that. Although I am not going to rate this as highly as my co-host rated the zero sugar version. Hmm. It's a good taste. I don't think I like it as much as I did when I was a kid. Although I will say that part of the appeal when I was a kid was probably that I could only get it at this one restaurant and it was like weird and special and I never heard about it anywhere else. Recall, of course, that that restaurant was not Taco Bell, it was KFC because my family didn't go to Taco Bell. But yeah, nobody seemed to know about it. I didn't I don't know if I knew what the internet was, let alone had easy access to it. And I mean, to be clear, I had definitely used it at that point, but there's a difference in having technically used a thing and actually understanding what it does. Um, yeah, this is definitely a good drink. It's not my favorite drink. There was a time when I would probably have said that it was one of my favorite drinks. But that time was approximately 20 years ago now. Um, and that was the fountain version, which is probably at least a little bit different. If everything got slightly dimmer just now, it's because we set all my monitors to white to give us extra light, and my computer just crashed. Um, and the light in the oh, I see. The light that we film with is um plugged into my computer's USB port, and it just got reset. Um, Producer, could you go over there without being on camera and turn that light back on? We're totally leaving this in, by the way. Hey, that helps a little bit. Anyway. Also, I will have you know I'm a director, not a producer. I don't know the difference. I don't either. Anyway, back to the Baja Blast. Um, yep, it's pretty good. Now, I was considering giving this just a good, and as I was considering that, my computer crashed and the filming light died. So I think the universe is angry at that concept. I actually don't uh, think that that's possible, for one thing. But it did make me pause and reconsider. And on reconsideration, I am gonna have to give the Mountain Dew Baja Blast a really good.